Hello, everybody. Hey, divine beings. Hola, Aquaba. I ask that you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so. So we're gonna get this new moon reading. So this is gonna be a new moon reading, right? This is the new moon, so this is the time to set your intentions, right? Listen to your intuition and allow your new ideas to form. This is a good time for you to go inward and reflect on your desires, set your intentions for your life. You have to look at these intentions as like seeds and understand what it is that you want to cultivate. So, a good practice is to take some quiet time, spend some time alone, rest, recuperate, pray, and meditate. Also, you could want to like give your wishes to the moon. So you should write her a letter and tell her about your hopes, your dreams, your goals, your intuition, your intentions. Make sure you're giving the moon good things. Like, you should not be setting your intentions to anything negative. Now, I can't tell you what to do or what not to do. You understand what I'm saying? But always understand that the seeds that you plant, what's going to grow from them. So if you plant in negative seeds are going to grow, but they might not. If you're setting them towards someone, understand how the universe works, and that shit is going to come back to you. So always be mindful of the intentions you're setting, what's the seeds that you're planting, and what could, possibly go from them, because you're going to get what it is that you're asking for. You understand what I'm saying? So in this letter, of course, at the end, you always want to make sure you say thank you to the moon for, giving you what you're asking for. All right, so I'm going to start out with this deck, right? And then I'm going to use this deck to get the why, right? Or what's the reason for whatever it is that we're going to receive in terms of, to clarify this deck. So this is a moon deck, that's a moon deck. I'm going to read from the book, period. So good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you're viewing this. I would say take what resonates, but it should just period resonate, But, let's just say it. Take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? But this is more about you. So this is why I'm reading everything from the book, so that way you can gather the information that you need from it based on your situation. Okay, let's see. So the first position is, what's the secrets? Okay. So we start in position 4, which is the new moon position. So this is what's unseen, what's the hidden factors and influences from behind the scenes. So this is what's something that's secretly going on, what's going on behind the scenes, something that you don't know. It can have something to do with a Scorpio. And it says, wow, new moon in Scorpio. Okay. This is too many, Spirit. Alright, so we're going to still take it, right? So this is position 5. have, look at the bigger picture, a time for healing, a time to breathe out. So this is a full moon in Sagittarius. Okay. Period. Okay. Let's get the other energies out here. So we got Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, and Sagittarius out here, right? In terms of what's the signs that we see. Bottom of the deck is a new start is coming, okay? Wow, and it says new moon. Okay. So let's see what's happening here. Let's see. So let me explain to you what's going on with these positions, so that way you can have a clear understanding as well. So this is the position that we're starting out. These are the things that are unseen factors or influences, things that's happening behind the scenes, things that's in secret, right? So this is the flame of wisdom. This is the secret lessons that's to be learned, the reason for the entire journey, what you should learn, what you should be taking away, right? Then we have this for what's coming in. This is what's coming towards you, right? Then we have here, this is what to do with what's to come, you know, realization, understanding it, forming it, putting it together. And this right here is what you need to remove, what you need to give up to make room for what's to come in. All right, so now everybody understands all of the positions. And let's read from the book about this, work through your fears with this new moon in Scorpio, okay? So, new moon in Scorpio is on page 56, which is 11. And of course, 11 is, you know, could be life path number 11. The 11th could just be very significant to you. But also 11 equals down to a 2. So there may be some choices and things that you might need to make at this time. But that's what we're looking to see what's going on. There might be something within this this secret that you might need to make a change about. Okay. So it says this card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as a phoenix that is rising from the ashes, as the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It might also certainly won't be a rainbow and unicorns, but it will be deep and transformative. This card also suggests that if you know that you are magical, then this is a time to work with your magic. It can also hurt the start of a sexier time. If you've been experiencing something of a drought, and emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is a sign that likes to go deep into body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. So, attuned to the moon, you're about to have some sexier times, you know, and this is a time to let go of grudges, move through any jealousy, or this might be something that's happening towards you, you know. To somebody's party might be an obsessive with you, You know, if you feeling obsessive, that's something that you want to let go of now. You know, it could be, you might just be feeling a little paranoid, and it might be time to make some investments. So the teaching of this is Scorpio is in the sign of death and rebirth, magic, and shamans. Its energy is a little bit dark, occult, even scary. Not all of us like to face the shadow, but Scorpio demands it. In fact, it's through working through that your dark side that you can get the light. And the new moon in Scorpio, as it appears on this card and any other time, suggests the need to do that now. Okay? So this is what's hitting, you know, that you having a death and rebirth, that there's some things that's happening behind the scenes, that you're like, you know, a phoenix rising from the ashes. You know, you've more than likely already let go of any obsessive feelings, any things of justice. I mean, judgment. Oh, shit. Justice and judgment. Wow. So that might be something that's going on behind the scenes that you might not see physically, but you could feel energetically. But you letting go of any grudges that you holding or anything like that, or people are holding grudges against you, and that's something that you don't see. You know, there's a lot of people that are probably jealous of you, and you're not seeing that. They're obsessive over you. You don't see this. You understand what I'm saying? But this is what's going on at this time around you. You are being seen as someone that's very sexy and alluring. You know, you looking like you on the menu, huh? You the snack. But there's also people that's probably around you that's working with magic. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to do little things, death spells and shit against you, trying to suck your energy and shit. So it's definitely need to protect your energy. So now we have, I really didn't want all of these cards like this because this can make it very long, but look at the bigger picture, a time for healing, and take time to breathe out, right? So this is a full moon in Sagittarius, right? Which was the next page. Luck is on your side, a new moon in Sagittarius. Whatever is coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of a fun after a period of feeling low. The energy of adventurers and even willing to take a few risks, but be grateful you don't bet the farm on something here, as the wheel of fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring your life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others, or just thinking about your own. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal a trip away is coming up if this is something you're working to achieve. But overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of a gift, even if it simply means whitening your worldview. Okay? So laugh more. It's a wonderful time to start a course, study, you know, learn something, teach someone something. Don't be narrow-minded. Don't be closed-minded. You know, keep your mind open so that way you can see and understand different things, and start a week of gratitude, you know, like start like maybe a blog or Facebook or, you know, journal, and just, you know, feel good about the energy and stuff like that, because you do have something that's really good that's going to happen. So this is the secret that you don't, or other people might not see, that's happening around you. You understand? So let's see, we have a time for healing. So this is something else that's happening for you. You're healing at this time. The domestic moon, get back to the front. Okay. Yeah. This is on page 38, which is another 11. Okay. So that's giving me 11. So it's a time for healing. Pull this card suggests that the past is the past and the bright future is beginning. However, take your next steps. Make sure both of the situations feel healed. This is not a time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal or to smooth both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. It is also a time to surrender and wait to hear the guidance from the universe. Powerful insight can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card reminds you to surrender it. Start working on your beliefs, your dreams, so you're ready when the time comes. Right, so this is what you're, secretly is gaining through, like, this is what's happening for you. This is the outcome for you. That, you're going to have some good times that's coming towards you, some things that's going to make you happy. You letting go of the past hurt and things like that. You're about to turn a new corner. Things about to start happening. A lot of things are happening different for you. If you need a little more time with healing, make sure you're taking that time for yourself. Think about, your situations and the things you want. Think about what they would look like later on, like when they actually come into play. But think about the situation would look if everyone was healed. So think about if everybody was a healed person and if you was dealing with this situation, what it would look like, And then you have the dismending moon, right? So this is on page 34, which is a 7, which is about this your seeds. You understand what I'm saying? So let's see. 36. So this is let's list the time for you, man. Take time to breathe out, right? So there's the intensity of a full moon has abated, and what you are left with. That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that your situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to recoup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly go ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for your best. Try to accept the ways that things are now and give yourself and others time to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes on. So attune is I am where I am and it's okay. So if everything, this is saying like, you have a lot of good things that's coming towards you, you healing and you letting go of negative things. If there's still things that you need to heal from, go ahead and take that time for yourself. And whatever you see that you need to let go, breathe it out, let it go. Understand that, if you might still need to work on stuff, it's okay to do that. And this is what you will do. And as you go through, you definitely gonna reach your outcome. You understand? But okay, let's see what this is. So the energy is gaining momentum. So this is what's coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the energy that you've been putting out. It's gaining momentum. This is what's on its way. So like I said, this is what's unseen and things that's happening around. This is, the secret lessons that you've learned or learning from this entire journey. You learn how to heal yourself. You learn how to let go. You learn how to breathe out. You understand that you can't be on all the time. And you have good things that's coming towards you. that's because of all of the work that you put in and you've done for yourself. So the energy is gaining momentum, and that's what's coming in. It's this is the waxing moon. So let's see, 98. 98. Okay. During the waxing moon cycle, hope springs internally. This card is a very positive omen, indicate that they can create a reality you're dreaming of. Though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet, this is a time for energies to rise up. Emotions are building too. Where do you want to go, and do you believe you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desires or outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Whatever you decide, you are the most certain on the right track. The attune is, I know I am headed in the right direction. So this is a situation that has full of potential. Your dreams are coming true. You might need to make more of an effort that might be required. And are you willing to give to it? Renew your goals and ensure you're still being committed and keep moving forward. So, like we said, this is a time where you're letting things go. You're seeing what's secretly going on behind you. Understand that you have jealous people and things that's people doing things behind the scenes. People might even be doing magic. But now you could create a little bit of your own. But but in the right way, in a positive way, by manifesting, using your intentions, working with the moon cycles, okay? And I'm going to be here to help with that. So, so that was the secret thing that you learned. This is what's coming in for you. And now we go into position 2, realization of what to do with what's to come, right? And this is, your dreams need a practical plan. And this is the full moon in Taurus. Okay. No moon in Taurus. Not full moon in Taurus. Full moon. Okay. So it says, your dreams need a practical plan. Sometimes you need to weave and wow, I just said that, people doing magic. It says sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical, and sometimes you need to find a combination or two. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw what you want, but you need to balance that with down to earth steps towards your goal. This isn't about wishing on the moon or hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dream. What you're asking about money. This card holds a change in your financial fortunes depend on both your past actions and what you're experiencing and therefore acting. So the tune is write down 10 things that you want. Write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about you. Another message inside this energy is laziness could explain your current situation. If so, change that and own it. Chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase your dreams. Jealousy or envy creates negative energy and attracts negative energy. And you might need to do a little bit more exercise, because that's what they're telling you that it's possible that you might need to do. Okay? So this is what you need to use with what you have coming in. Like I said, you have about a fruitful times that's coming towards you. Make sure you know you're being very practical. You have good things that's coming in. You healing, you know, and you letting go. So now you definitely know how to heal, let go of anything that you don't need, you know, anything that doesn't work for you. You have these secret things that's going on behind, but inside the journey, it's already letting you know that whatever these people are doing or whatever whoever's doing that's behind your back is not going to work, because you already learn to look at the bigger picture. You understand what I'm saying? You learn how to heal yourself, and you know that some things take a little bit more time than others, and you are allowed to take that time, and that's what you do. And you breathing out. You're not perfect. You're not trying to be, so you don't need to be. You have some, you know, the energy is gaining momentum. You know, things is coming in. Things is about to start working in your favor and stuff like that. Just making sure that you keep a positive mindset about it. Make sure that you are keeping a plan and keeping it aligned. Make sure you put in, not only are you setting your intentions, sending your prayers up, doing your manifestations, but you have to take some practical steps towards whatever it is that you want, like tangible steps, you know, like move your feet type steps. You understand what I'm saying? Put the work in for it, so that way it could manifest and materialize in this 3D. So now we're going to read this last and final position, which is position 3. And this is what needs to be removed or given up to make room for what you want to come in. Okay. So it's saying that you need to meditate and contemplate more. You need to make sure that you don't let the things that you went through inside the past hold you back from where you're trying to go. You know, and you have to make sure that you're releasing negativity. So, you know, be grounded inside your emotions. Understand that your South Node is is the past. It's over. And you know, you don't have to go there. Don't take yourself there. Don't hold yourself there. If you're feeling like any of this is still in your energy, this is something that you have to let go, but you have to do more meditations and stuff. But let's see. New Moon in Pisces, right? Right here too. Let's see. Pisces. Okay, New Moon in Pisces. This card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests that a new start is coming your way, and it's connected to the matters that leave you feeling somewhere between having a head in the clouds and being totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're on the good side of things, you know, then wish is hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestations of your dream. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac. The new moon in Pisces card suggests the last ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Wow. Attune. Use your feelings to guide your way. Okay, so logic won't work now. So this is, you have to let go of your fears, face them. You understand what I'm saying? And because they might be holding you back. So this is something that you need to let go right now to make room for what's coming in. Understand that your situations are being healed. It's time to surrender to the divine. Chant Namo Nare. So you might want to do some chanting. Avoid being deceptive and willing to deceive. So if you're in any energy of trying to deceive anyone or any type of deceptive energy, this is not the time for that. Especially because this might be like your last chance for the things that you want to come in. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to let go of any of those feelings, anything that's making you feel jealous or feeling like you wanna, like you anything that you holding on that make you feel fearful or anything like that. Anything that's unhealed, those are the things that you wanna just let go. You wanna release because you have all of this new energy that's coming towards you. It's gaining momentum. They already told you that you have something coming. So this is what you need to do. So you need to write down your intentions, make the letter to the moon, tell the moon thank you. Also, while you're doing that, you need to take some practical steps in what it is that you want. So let's go with the last one, New Moon and Scorpio. New Moon and Scorpio. So it says, work through your fears. This card suggests a rebirth. Think of this situation as a phoenix. No, not new moon. Full moon, right? Okay. Let's go to the South Node first. So the South Node is like the North Node. It's a karmic point, but it's the opposite of the North Node, and it relates to the past, perhaps even the past lives. Whenever you're going through, whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming conditioning is stopping you from achieving what you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that a situation or a relationship you asking about somehow became stifling or even toxic. It suggests that someone you or even needs to be released, that there's some kind of addiction going on and an unhealthy attachment that needs to sort out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you've been challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. So it's time to attune is that it's time to release the past. It's a relationship that's going karmic and has played out across many fucking lifetimes. So understand that sometimes you might be still dealing with energies that are from past lives, and while you're here, you may need to face those energies and get rid of them once and for all. So that way, provided that you're back here and able to live this beautiful experience, this gift of life again, that you don't come back and deal with these same karmic motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? Take care of your karma now. Release these people now. Release these things now. Your attraction to someone may be verging on obsession. So there may be somebody that you might be obsessing about or something like that. Let that shit go. Just because you do something doesn't mean you should. And just because everything, if you do something, I guess it said it doesn't mean that you should. So I don't know if that's talking about in terms of career, something that where you work, and just because you're there and you do it, it doesn't mean that that's what you should be doing. There might be something else that you should be doing. It might be a different calling on your life that you should be going towards. So if that's part of it, then that's something that needs to be let go. So that's what's going on with your South Node. Okay, and then let's go to the full moon in Scorpio, right? Right, because we read the new moon before Scorpio. So it's if you're feeling paranoid or acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around any situations that you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release their ass. I mean, it don't say release their ass. It say release them, but I said release their ass. But this card heralds an emotional, intense time since both the full moon in Scorpio and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything that feels toxic. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now if you make an effort. Use your magic. You have all you need inside you to bring about your desired results. Emote is the attune. It's all better out than in. So it's time to be more playful and joyful, let go of fears and things like that. You're right to have some suspicions, but grudges are toxic, so make sure you're letting them go. This is the end of an argument. Okay, so these are the things that you need to let go in order for you to bring some stuff in. You need to do more meditation, sit down with yourself, be more whole with yourself, let go of anything that's trying to hold you back, any negative energy, any jealousy or anything like that. Even release the people that are in your life that are toxic. If they're not for your benefit or trying to help you to move to where you're trying to go, then that's something that you need to let go, period. Even with the new moon, this is the new moon position, and it came in the new moon position. You understand what I'm saying? Which is the new moon in Scorpio, which also was talking about like working through your fears and, also releasing things. You have a complete understanding that you have some good things that's coming towards you. You've learned to do a lot of healing and things like that. That is something that is like a secret fucking power for you. And that you know how to breathe out. So those things are something that can always help you get through anything. You have the momentum is gaining, speed, like things is it's going to be picking up for you. This is what's coming in for you. So you need to be inside this energy of making sure that you are focusing on your dreams and putting it into, being practical about it. Like, yeah, we have a lot of things that we work in. So this part is you set your intentions and manifesting is what you're doing for the energetic level. But what are you doing on the surface? You understand what I'm saying? What you're doing on the physical level, you have to take steps as well towards that, in order for that to come in. And you can't be out here putting out certain kinds of energies and expect the things that you want to come towards you. That's what I'm saying. It's time for you to plant your seeds. It's time for you to put those intentions and set them. But make sure you being mindful of what it is that you're setting, because that's what's going to grow. So if you don't want to grow some bullshit where you going through toxic situations and bullshit happening to you, then you need to set your attentions to the things that you actually want, that you want to come towards you. And you also need to take the footwork, do the footwork in reference to it. So let's just get one for each, because that was already long and I'm too apologize. But, I want you to hear what every, card is saying. What's the energy that's coming from that it's saying that you need to deal with. But I could definitely say that a Scorpio, a Pisces, and a Taurus, a Sagittarius, these are prominent signs out here. These might be signs that you're dealing with, that might have something to do with what you need to let go, or or could actually help you inside situations. Okay. Wow. The bottom of the deck was the moon. That's crazy. So the bottom of this deck was a new start is coming on the new moon, right? Which is right now. This is the new moon, okay? And then the bottom of this deck was the moon, right? But it was in reverse, and I had turned it around. That's why you're seeing it in my hand. But yeah, so now we have that, right? So let's see. So this is the Hangman, which is a major arcana, right? And this is saying stillness. So just, take the time that you need to push through your fears, sit down with yourself, look at things, understand these things and, these fears and anything that's holding you back. And just take a moment to really like reflect, so that way because there might be something that you might look at it differently. So let me go to, because this is a moon deck as well. So here we go with the Hangman. So the star message for the Hangman is try to see a situation from another angle. And the affirmation to use is, I'm waiting for a reason and I make the most of my time. I am giving to gain new insight. The key words here is happiness, dread, peace, release. Okay? So then you have the Two of Pentacles here, right? And this is about you having to balance out this energy. Balance out, taking time for yourself. Balance out any healing that's needed to be done. That's what that's what you're doing. Like, that's the whole purpose, is to get these things in balance. This is Five of Wands, right? So chaos. So this is, the energy is gaining momentum, right? And this is the waxing moon, and this chaos around it, because what you're doing is gaining momentum. So, people think that everything is what you see here on the surface and what you're going through, but there's a lot of fighting and things that's going on in the other realms that you cannot see. So sometimes you know how you feel a certain kind of way. It can't always be expressed, but you feel it. Feeling like pushback and shit like that. That be motherfuckers trying to fight your energy, fight against you energetically. You understand what I'm saying? Fight against you spiritually inside different realms and shit like that. But like Spirit said, the energy is gaining momentum. But you do have, it's chaos and conflict around this, because people don't want you to achieve the level that you're going to. And it's important for you not allow anyone to stop you from where the fuck you're going. You understand? So the message here is, be transparent and true and keep away from the drama. Period. Point on blank. So let's see. And then here we have the Emperor. Emperors always sound so sexy. But anyway, this is about structure, right? So the Emperor. So the star message of the Emperor is, it's time to take charge, lead, assert your authority, and focus on getting organized at work and at home. The affirmation is, I am putting boundaries in place. So just like the energy of this card that was saying about, that your dreams need a practical plan, that you have to, structure your things and put things into proper perspective. Yes, we're going to manifest on an energetic level, but also we're going to take some steps in order to make these happen on a physical level as well. You understand? And this is the Emperor saying that it's time for you to take charge. This is what it's saying. It's time for you to leave and assert your fucking authority. Get organized. You know what I'm saying? Put your shit together. Structure your shit. Keywords is being organized, authority, courage, you know what I mean? Ambition and whatnot. Okay, and then we have the Six of Swords, which is movement, you know. So this is this position here is about what you need to let go, right? Even Spirit is all over this, on it, to help you let it go. Because you know, in traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, that the Six of Swords is, you know, you on a boat and you going away from things that are troubling, moving towards calmer waters. That's exactly what's happening. This is you letting go of all of this. You letting go of, you know, holding anything, you know, holding any anger, any past hurt, anything from your South Node, any toxicity, any low vibrational shit. All of that shit is being let go. You moving right on away from that shit. That's why, you know, you have these things going here where it's saying just walk away from the conflict and move away from that shit, because what you're doing and what you're trying to manifest, it's building the momentum. This is what's coming in. Right now, Spirit is telling you to just take the practical steps and make your plans and have some type of structure to it, and then put some type of footwork into it. Assert yourself, assert your, you know, make some movement happening, because it's happening for you. The outcome is already saying that you have some positive things that's happening for you, and these things is coming. So whatever it is that you are setting at your intentions to, this reading is only just to say that it's happening. You understand what I'm saying? It's just letting you see how it's happening. They letting you see that behind the scenes, this is what's happening. That you taking the time, you being still, you letting go of your fears and things. Because you letting go of your fears, you have these things that are happening, you know, coming in for you, that it's the momentum, it's gaining momentum, it's moving. Make sure you stay structured. Make sure you try to keep a balance of what's going on. Make sure you're keeping a balance of your spirituality and your practicality. You know, so you want to be on, keeping your foot on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Balancing out your yin and your yang. Balance it. Balance. You understand what I'm saying with this Two of Pentacles? You know, be structured. You are a fucking emperor. You are a leader. You are a boss. This is whatever it is that you manifest in, the things that you setting your intentions to, it is something that you meant to have. And it's something that you will have, because the momentum is being gained. This is the things that you need to let go. And this is what you're doing. You need to make sure that you're letting go of past hurt, feelings of any negativity, things that say that you can't do it. There's even karma that you're actually playing out right now, which is a beautiful thing. And Spirit is here and guiding and helping you with that. So let me just give you the... Come on now, swords. Okay, so baggage, recovery, and release. Movement, you know. The star messages here is to make a positive move and do it for the right reasons, right? Because understand that everything is about your intentions. So when you're making your moves and shit like that, you have to have that in mind, that, you know, it has to be for the right. If you're doing shit for the negative, I mean, you could do it, like I said, but understand that negative shit is going to come back to you. And when that shit start rounding around and it's building up the momentum and it hits you, that shit be hitting harder than what the fuck it was that you sent out. So always be mindful of that. So this was your new moon reading for the 25th. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Love ya.